All right, everybody, that bell is going to open in just a little bit here. A lot of traders today are probably pretty upset at this GameStop move, and I don't blame you. I'll be real with you. I do not blame you. You know, like, let's say I had some call options from yesterday, and I saw that movement last night, and then I saw where it's opening today. I'm going to be pretty mad, too. So, you know, I feel you. Don't be too upset out there or anything like that. Of course, you know, these stocks are very risky, and that just needs to be taken into account when trading them. But let's go, guys. Let's have a great Friday here. If you guys are enjoying yourselves so far this morning in pre-market and stuff, make sure you let me know in the chat what stocks you're watching. Of course, we're going to be watching GameStop very, very closely. Roaring Kitty will be live streaming around like 11 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, I believe. If I'm wrong on that, let me know in the chat. But it's going to be a very interesting situation here with how GameStop is moving and how it's falling down. Make sure you guys vote up in the poll. I made a poll about GameStop. Are you pissed that GME did an offering and the stock fell down? Yes, of course. Nope, I don't care, or mixed feelings. Let me know which ones you are. Of course, you know, like I said, a lot of people are going to be mad from all this movement that's happening. I gotta fix the music real quick. If you guys knew how loud that was through my headset, you would, I don't know. You'd think I had hearing problems. What a crazy move, though, with GameStop. So pretty much last night, it ran all the way up to $67. Roaring Kitty was essentially a billionaire for a little while if he could have exited up there, that is. And now GameStop's all the way back down around support, around $36. The big question is, do you think it's going to end up running back? Are we going to recover back up today? I mean, honestly, it opened here. It doesn't look terrible. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't look too bad. Let me grab a drink real fast. Ah, there we go. Pretty crazy, though, how much it's consolidating at the support. It's a good sign. But they're doing I believe it was a $75 million offering. Nothing too nuts here. Let's see how much the plan was for. I believe it's a $75 million on top of their already scheduled sales. of their stock. Yeah, sell an additional 75 million shares on top of the 45 million share sale it had announced in May. Raised over 900 million from that one, so they'll raise over $1 billion on this one, I guess. I'm pretty sad GameStop is tanking. Demir said, I got saved by Pippo for telling me to wake up 2 hours before open. How many of you guys traded GameStop? Seriously, let me know in the chat. Don't feel bad either. You know, just say, hey, Tom, I traded it. Or, you know, say calls, shares, whatever. You don't have to, you know, go in depth on it or anything. Just let me know. I'm curious just how many people out there really did have it. Because honestly, way more people had it than I even thought. And I don't know about you guys, but there's been a lot of hypocrites out there. There's been like people in Discord who are saying they're out there like, don't ever play GameStop. Don't ever play GameStop. And then last night they're like, GameStop, GameStop, GameStop. I'm a millionaire, you know? It gets me laughing. I'm like, man, you guys are so back and forth. Sean said, not me, I have a plan. GME is not the plan. I feel that, Sean. It's not in my plan either, but... Demir. That's what I was saying last night. Yeah, Mando, it's pretty funny, man. Everybody's, yeah. You know, they went from no GameStop to... holy crap, Jesus, praise the Lord, you know? It's kind of funny, but traders are going to be pretty upset here over the next couple hours if this doesn't end up getting up better for them, especially the ones that played expirations that expired today. I know a lot of people did that. Hopefully a lot of people were just shares or longer term stuff. Maybe further out expirations, something like a month or something at least, but... Tangy says, two shares, trailing stop at 5. Max loss is half of what I made yesterday. GME is easy. Trailing stop at $5. Nice, okay. GME's halted. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's been sitting here not moving, halted here on the chart since open. Definitely gonna have to keep our eyes on this situation. It will unhalt around 8:37 Central Time. So in about 3 minutes. Usually it's like a 5-minute halt. Looking at Palantir, it's selling back down, going over to the SPY. It actually had a pretty steep sell-off this morning, and I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but there were actually jobs numbers that came out this morning. They were pretty important, and it was actually much better than expected, which is nuts. The estimate was only 190K, and it came in at 272K. That's quite a good beat on the payrolls there. Now, a lot of people are like, well, Tom, if we have good jobs numbers, why is the market falling? And that's because of what the Federal Reserve thinks and how traders are reacting due to how the economy is right now. Traders don't really want the best jobs numbers, right? Because they want those cuts to come in, and great jobs numbers kind of push cuts away a little bit more. But there's also a little bit more to it than that even as well. The yields are really exploding today. Like US 10Y had a huge pop to the upside, and US 10Y has actually been selling down pretty good over the past like 7 days in a row. And today it had a huge move back up. Here comes FFIE, CLPZ says. FFIE? Following along with GameStop here a little bit. It's trying to. Definitely is trying to. Good morning, all. Happy Friday. What's up, Ryan? Jason says Tesla's rocketing TSLA. It really is starting to do pretty good here in the short term. I noticed yesterday, while the market sucked, Tesla decided to go on a ripper there at the end of the day. I thought that was funny. That was pretty hilarious. Let's go look at GameStop really fast. Ticker symbol GME. Gonna unhalt here literally right now. Within a couple seconds here, it should unhalt. This will be a pretty funny one. Randy said, can anyone explain what happened to GME? Yeah, Randy, essentially, GME is actually doing another share offering here, and that's really what killed the share price this morning. They're doing a $75 million offering on top of their already planned $45 million offering, which has made them $900 million, I think it said. So that's really what's going on here, Randy. They're doing an offering. They're taking an advantage of the share price being higher like it is. When they do companies do this all the time, especially like shit companies like GameStop and AMC and stuff. Whenever they pop up in the short term, they always start doing offerings, and it's kind of horse shit, guys. It really is. But the companies can do that to take advantage of the shares being higher, but obviously it makes the stock fall. Now that the market's opening, GameStop is actually starting to come back a little bit, and since it unhalted, it's moved up, and once again, I believe, it will halt soon, I believe, but we'll see how much it can start to run before the other halts happen. I'm hoping it doesn't, like, halt all day long, right? That would be very annoying, in my opinion. Very, very annoying. Mando said NVIDIA, NVDA. I just want everybody to be clear here. You know, if you're playing GameStop, like, I'm not going to sit here and, like, you know, like, shit on GameStop or anything like that. Obviously, it's very, very risky. I actually hope that it pops back up for everybody. I hope that it gets back up there. I hate to see people lose on stuff like this, so I really hope that it gets back up there today, but we'll have to see as Roaring Kitty's live stream comes up here in about a couple hours, 3 hours or so. Yep, just halted again. Demir says, come on, let's give Wall Street a taste of their own medicine. Yeah. It is kind of it's a weird situation, isn't it? Because I kind of want to see him get a taste of their own medicine too, Demir. I also feel so bad because everybody buys this and then they want to, you know, run it up. And I hate to say it, I feel like the majority of people still lose on it. But the ones that win, though, it's usually a pretty good dub. So definitely has me, I don't know. Sometimes you just can't help yourself, right, Demir? That's how I look at it. Yeah, damn halts on GME, though. How annoying. NVIDIA's right around that $1,200 mark again. Be nice to see it get back up there today. It's basically a crusade. I feel you, Demir. I wonder if it'll be as big as the first one or not. Like, if it can start to gain even more traction here. I'll tell you what, though, with how much hype just talking about that stream got, I mean, I would say as the stream nears closer, it's gotta start popping off a little bit more. You know what would be a big pain in the ass, guys, is what if these companies like Robinhood and stuff like, I don't know if they made some rules against it now or something, but what if they decide to stop trading on these stocks again? Remember that the last time? Didn't they, didn't like Robinhood actually stop the trading on some of these stocks? And I remember Robinhood actually had a good reason for it. What's his name? Vlad or whatever? Vlad came out and said that apparently, like, I can't remember who it was exactly, like the NYSE or the SEC or somebody. Essentially, Robinhood has to pay money for like a ton of volume added to the market or something. It's very weird. I would have to go back and rewatch the interview. It was actually an interview with Elon Musk. It was Vlad with Elon. Because Elon was questioning him hard, you know? Like, hey, like, why did you guys do this? And he pretty much had to explain, like, we didn't want to. We kind of were forced to because of the money situation. It was weird. They were having to pay, like, billions of dollars because of the volume or volatility during that time. It was very weird. Yeah, but my views, like you said, to hurt retail traders, it's not really like... See, that's the thing. Like, it wasn't really Robinhood's fault. Like, my views. They were kind of forced to do that. If you see what Vlad said. Vlad says they're ready today, Ryan said. Well, hey, that's good. I'm not sure about that. Costa said Nvidia splits today. It definitely does. It's going to be splitting tonight and after hours. You won't really realize this until Monday morning, though, so just realize that. All right. GameStop should unhalt in just about a minute and a half. I'll pull up that video with Vlad talking about it, actually. Why not, right? It definitely pertains to the situation. Would you guys like to hear that a little bit? Did AMC get halted? Oh, I probably did, Rick. Okay, here we go. GME just unhalted. I was waiting for the unhalt. That's why I was sitting on this chart. Sitting at 46.83 now. Immediately popped up. Candle's getting volatile, though. All right, all right. Let's see how it moves. People are pushing this sucker back up. It's now above the closing price of yesterday, so that's a good sign. It's getting up through resistance. Well, it's like right at resistance. If it could break above like 48.50 here, that would be a good sign. This is insane though, isn't it, guys? Ha! Casas prefers to hear a song about selling the market. Hey, that's why I'm glad I asked, right? Yeah, like Jovan said. Forced at gunpoint almost. Essentially, yeah. It is a pretty big misconception, though. Everybody always thinks Robinhood, like, wanted to do that. Like, trust me, I don't think Robinhood wanted to take that bad press. Trailed out a GME at 45.67, easy 30 bucks. I snagged a few GME shares for fun, Sean said. Yeah, let's see how it ends up here. It's actually starting to fall back down a little bit here in the short term. The volume is nuts, though, on this stock. It'll probably halt again soon. Would not be surprised. Cornish bought my shares. Nice trail out, Tangy. It's fun to be a part of no matter what happens, Ryan said. I feel you, Ryan. But I don't know. If you lose a lot of money on it, it won't be very fun. But I definitely feel you guys. Be safe with this stuff. Don't get caught if the tides do turn. That's the only thing. I think GME will pop before the video. I'll scale out before, Stuart said. Carlos said, this trade I am willing to lose. Stuart said, stops are in place. And Carlos said, for the lulls. I feel that. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. No full port positions on this one, but, you know, there can be some fun small ones. This is one of those rare market movements. Yeah, it really is, Carlo. Yep, halted again, I believe. 43.83. Happened again. At 8:46, we'll have to check back in at 8:51. See it as it unhalts. Let's look at AMC really fast. It's also starting to do pretty hot in the short term. What about FFIE? Pretty good, but started selling off a little. Let's look at the watch list today. Whoa, SPCE is up. Ha. What if SPCE pops with these stocks? That would be funny as hell. Honestly, I think SPCE could be a good option for a company that could actually explode quite a bit if it were to get some volatility stemming out of this, or just its own volatility. It's a wild stock out there. It has some crazy moves too. TSM doesn't look bad today, holding up well. Let's look at the Mag 7, like Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Meta. I guess Tesla don't count anymore, but... Let's see, Meta. Tangy said SLV is getting wrecked. Is it? Yeah. Yes, it is. That is a pretty big move. I know the US 10Y is popping, and DXY is probably popping as well. Yep. As expected, 105 almost on the DXY. Getting up pretty high here on this green candle today. VRT up, Mando said. Vertiv. I keep wanting to call it Veritas for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Almost up to 90 on VRT. Not bad. It was a big money play, I believe, wasn't it? Maybe not. I think we just talked about it. That $87 support is pretty big on VRT. Broke down pretty well. But came right back up, of course. It always does that in pre-market, doesn't it? That's where all the good moves are lately. All right, GME should be unhalting again. Yep. Yeah, that was one of Mike's plays, Mando. Or it was the momentum play, sorry. 87.15, 87. Yeah, that whole move happened pre-market. That was weird. Of course, we had that jobs data with the market. Look at Palantir roaring back. But all right, let's see GameStop. Should be unhalting here in just a moment. There it is. All right, let's buy. Let's see this dip get bought up. I'm not saying let's buy it up, but let's see it get bought up at least. Ooh, someone bought Rivian. John did. Let's see it. RIVN. Nice. Look at Rivian about to break a new high of day, new high of the week. That'd be pretty badass if Rivian could start to break out here. They had some good news yesterday where they're going to be using NVIDIA chips and they're redesigning their truck as well, which I think is a great idea. I never liked their truck. I like the inside of it. I think the outside looks kind of, I don't know. It's not my design, but some other people like it, of course. It's just not for me. Wow, that's pretty insane right here. Rejecting right at resistance. Just keep watching, you know, watch that resistance carefully here. Going back to GameStop. Did it halt already again? Nope. Not yet. It did fall more though, that's for sure. Down to 41.50. Damn, coming back down a little bit. MU bouncing pretty good off 129, Sean said. Micron. Hey, that is a pretty good bounce. Holding well above its resistance from yesterday, which is nice. If it can keep holding this little range that it formed here between like 130.90 and 131, it's looking good. Yeah, there we go. MU starting to get some momentum back. What about Qualcomm? Usually they like to run with the chips together. Nothing crazy there. Hey, is this real? Hang on. Somebody posted up that Nancy Pelosi had gotten some shares of GameStop. That's got to be fake. I think it is. That would be funny if she got in, though. How funny would that be if she got in and sold out for like a massive gain? That would actually blow my mind there. I know she's everybody's favorite politician that trades out there. Not that you love her, but Nancy Pelosi's actually become like a legend in the stock world. It's kind of funny. I never would have expected that either, honestly. All right, we got another halt coming in on the GameStop. Of course. Ha. Me too, Sean. That's what I want to know. How much did she exit that pre-antitrust? I'm curious, man. We'll probably see some filings come out. At this point, at the age she's at, I mean, screw it, man. Why not, you know? I don't know how much time Pelosi has left. They might as well run it up. Pelosi's pretty old, guys. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Nancy Pelosi is 84 years old. I know a few of you knew that, but... hell, even Trump and Biden are old. Biden's 81. Trump is close, too. Trump's 77. Scruffy said 84-year-olds shouldn't be politicians. I know, man. They should actually have some type of cutoff around, like, I think around, like, 80, you know? Honestly, if we're being real, probably more like in the 70s, but I don't know that it's fair to all the people who are still okay at 80, you know? Tangi said, trailed out of Boyle with a $5. Good day so far. I despise her so... We have a cutoff. It's called a voting booth. I know, right, Tangi? In Congress, it's nuts. People just stay in forever. I think there's polls out there that show that, like, the majority of people do want a limit on Congress term limits or something, but... not totally sure. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that the longer that they're in there, the more corrupt that they become. You know? It's like... of course, there's a few exceptions. You know, there's a lot of people in Congress, but... looking down at like 1180 on NVIDIA's support. It's definitely rejecting pretty hard at resistance this morning. Right around 1,198. Just under the 1,200 mark. Very few Gen X peeps went into politics, Tangi said. Damn. Yeah, we need some more in there. I can't wait to see what the political landscape looks like in, like, let's say 30 years. You know, I'll be 56 in 30 years. That'll be a... imagine all of us will be in there as the politicians then. That'll be pretty funny. Hell, Sean will be like 80 years old by then. Jason goes, I hope I'm dead. I remember there was this one congresswoman who was going to retire but decided to stay till she died because Trump got elected. Oh, that's funny. See you at the top, Mando said. I hope my kids do well. Yeah, I hope so, Jason. Things are definitely, you know, everybody always argues out there. They're always like, yeah, things were so much better back in my day or back in the day, you know? I don't know, man. I feel like people say that all the time. Like in the 60s, people said, oh my God, it was better in the 20s. Now that we're in the 2000s, everyone's like, oh my God, it was so much better back then. You know, I don't know if it was better or not, you know? We definitely didn't have no fun roaring kitty shit back then, I'll tell you that. The 90s were amazing, Tangi said. Oh, Ruth Ginsburg. Oh, Supreme Court. That would make a lot of sense, Tangi. Actually, yeah. Demir says education system sucks though. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I hate to say it, but like, does the education system suck or like, do we suck? You know, it's like, now it's just like, oh yeah, I'm getting on my phone. I'm doing this, doing that. I'm playing video games all night long. I'm not learning, you know? In my high school, I'll tell you, I think there was only like 2% of the kids tried, you know? Honestly. Nobody else gave a shit. I swear the teachers really tried too. I'll say that. A lot of the teachers really tried. No one wanted to learn. Going looking at GameStop, sitting around 37.72. Mando goes, we have to take responsibility at some point. Yeah, yeah, exactly. A little bit of it. Movies were good in the 90s. Many classics. The only thing I miss from the 90s. Nice. Oh, Demir says it's outdated. Yeah, it definitely could be. I could feel that, Demir. The problem with education at schools and stuff is that a lot of it is like political opinions, and a lot of it's politically charged now. It gets a little bit weird sometimes in schools. I remember in college, like the papers I was having to write were so political every time. I was like, wow, these are some political things that they're getting us to do. $23.55 resistance on Palantir. Can't get above there right now. Yeah, I feel that, Demir. I'm not a fan. Trust me, I didn't enjoy it when I went, so. Information is easier than ever to access, CM said. You know, that's a really good point, CM. I'll be real with you. I learned more shit off YouTube than I ever did in college. Ever. Way more. Coke was cheap. My John paid a lot of money. My job paid money. My girlfriends were all hot AF. The music was so much better, Tangy said. Man, the 90s sounds like a dream, Tangy. Cheap Coke. You got the ladies there too, Tangy. Man. For example, when Trump got elected, people at my school, especially teachers, were madly upset about it and would express it in my class. Same, Tangy. It was pretty bad at my school, too. I was in college at the time, and I'll just say like 90% of the college teachers were not happy. We even had to write papers about it, even. It was weird. And this is just English class too. I'm not talking like, it wasn't like I was taking political sciences or anything, you know. Don't think that. It was like book writing or something like that. My daily driver was a 12.5 IROC. Oof. That's definitely a nice one, Tangy, for the 90s to run 12.5. That's pretty damn good. I love those ways. I love the IROC bodies. Those look cool. Man, GameStop has just been rough so far today. Still selling down. It should unhalt here in about a minute again, so I'll wait for about 20 seconds here. Make sure you guys smash up the like button. Let's go. Get those likes going. I just want to say, you know, continue to practice smart trading habits out there. Don't go all into any of these stocks or plays or anything like that. Be very careful. It can get easy to get caught up in the hype. Just remember, most of the people buying in and pushing this up are buying it too high, whereas the people who are going to win a lot on it have been in for a while and are usually in pretty low. These halts are 5 minutes, Soup. I believe they're just 5-minute circuit breakers. Or volatility halts. But it's definitely 5 minutes. Yeah, like this one's within the next few seconds should come undone here. Before it turns to 9:08, it should be up. Unless they're doing some weird halt now. Something different, but I doubt it. There it is, unhalted. 37.72. Let's see if it can start to move back up. It's getting close to support. I wonder if people are going to be like, oh my gosh, now's my opportunity. You know, I could see this dip getting bought up pretty well. That live stream will be on in about a couple hours by Roaring Kitty. There we go, though. The unhalting has happened. Nothing crazy yet. Little green candle. We got 51 votes in the poll. We got 17 likes. Smash that like up, guys. Let's go. The likes really help us. Don't make me beg. I'll do it. Don't make me.
How dare you?
Man, I'm really tired to trade that I might just go back to sleep, Demir said. And miss all this action? Aren't you holding some GameStop, Demir? I wouldn't step away today. Man, if you do, I would do it right now so that you could be back for the Roaring Kitty stream later. Soup said, I heard something like if Roaring Kitty exercises option, the stock will explode. I'm not sure how much that'll happen, Soup. Jason, I'm actually kind of predicting that... Now, you know, this is just a prediction. I'm putting on the tinfoil hat a bit. Because, you know, there's been some big streams on YouTube before, like, that have gotten taken down. And I'm not going to say taken down by YouTube per se, but taken down because of server overload. Like whenever Dr. Disrespect came back from his ban, or whenever he switched platforms to YouTube, that was a big event. There was like millions upon millions of people trying to watch him at one time. I think it was a couple million or something. And I think that, you know, it crashed the servers, obviously. I would not be surprised whether or not it's YouTube doing it in the background or something, or whatever it is. I could see this stream end up crashing for some reason. Whether it's too many people being on it, whether YouTube takes it down, whether something happens. I would not be surprised if something happened with it, honestly. I hope it doesn't, but I would not be surprised. And I'm sure you guys wouldn't be surprised either with all the shit that happens lately. Ad sales, Tangi said, yeah. You're right, you know, I'll give it... That's a good point, Tangi. They probably do want the ad sales, but... What if YouTube is getting put under pressure by somebody else in the background, you know? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, or the FBI or SEC raids his house. I had to say that last night, Sean. That was too funny. Yeah, the SEC coming in. Like the federal government and the banking cartel? Yeah, exactly. Or, you know, put on the tinfoil hat, something. You know, maybe hedgies, I don't know. All right, GameStop's literally on support right now. Sitting around 36.50, 37. Starting to actually bounce up pretty good. That's a decent green candle. The best one that we've seen since it started falling here, actually. Besides this really volatile doji, but... Riv had a good bounce off support. Fighting back on resistance. Let's see, Rivian. Come on, Rivian. I hope that's what you meant by Riv, Mando. Can you show us a GME book map? For sure, I'll pull it up. Let me take a couple of these off here, like Veil, FCX, TSM. Let me clean up my platform real quick. All right, let's put it on. I do like that little bounce off support, though. It's not bad. Did it re-halt? Nope. Just stayed still for a second. All right, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. I wonder if there's buyers underneath here. 36.50 anywhere. The hell? Yeah, 36.50 is definitely not bad on GameStop here. Same thing with 36. There's really not a lot of sellers overhead. But there's a lot of orders underneath, that's for sure. This is like waiting on a Fortnite event in 2021. A Fortnite event, that's funny. One of my least favorite games, CLPZ. Still can't believe that game's as big as it is. Lots of support at 35, Demir said. Let's scroll down to 35. Yeah, you're right. 35 is definitely the biggest one. 120-something thousand shares stacked up there, too. It probably lines up on the chart as well. Yeah, CLPZ says they ruined it now. I'm glad that they brought back that no building mode. That's all I would play if I ever played it. I don't know, I'm not a builder. You guys already know that, though. I like to play Tarkov, and just a different style of game for me. I do like how on Tarkov you can grind things out. Like, you know, to get the better, like, weapons and stuff, you gotta really put a lot of time into the game to get to the higher levels and crap, which is kind of fun. Obviously, on Fortnite, it's a battle royale, so you don't have to do any of that. You just gotta open up the right chest, right? Oh my god, Demir. PUBG used to be my shit, Demir. That was my game back in the day, man. That was one of the games like, one of the only games ever that I actually tried to get, like, really competitive in, Demir. And I actually, like, they had rankings on there, and I was actually ranked, like, 0.8% in the world or some crap like that on that game. I actually got invited to, like, tournaments and shit for it, but... yeah, I went hardcore on that game, man. I loved that one in the beginning. Again, they ruined that one, too.
Demoniacal creatures with huge canine teeth who bite deeply into the necks
in my opinion. What are my favorite games? I would say my favorite games are old school RuneScape. I know that probably sounds like a really nerdy answer, but old school RuneScape is badass to me. I wouldn't be trading stocks if it wasn't for RuneScape and their economy on there. It's pretty cool. All right, GameStop, come on, quit bouncing on this damn support. Get up there for us. I don't really need you up, but I want to see everybody get some tendies out there today. Ha, yeah, Soup. I'll tell you what, Soup. RuneScape is so like in depth with the economy. There's like stock charts for the fucking items in the game, and people like flip them on the market. It's nuts, man. Yeah, here, wait till you guys see this here. I'll show you guys this with RuneScape really fast. Go to home. All right, here we go. So see, they got like their own like little economy here, and I don't pay for this, but you could probably get like you can get charts on it. Like, let's say I click this mace. Like, look at this chart that they got for this. And the weird thing is that RuneScape's currency is actually worth more than some currencies in the world. And there's some people in like third world countries that play RuneScape to make money on the game, to sell the currency on the game to make money in real life. It's pretty nuts, actually. And I know people do that with other games, but it's just crazy, like, how big the economy actually is on this game. And it gets so in-depth that they even have, like, volume charts on this shit. Like, it's that wild, like... But the whole point of it is that RuneScape's economy is like an open market, so, like, each item has its own price, you know? It's like, the good items in the game are like Nvidia and Apple. And then you got, like, the GameStops out there that might go crazy because they made an update or something, or, you know, weird stuff, right? And there's even manipulation where people make groups to, like, buy up the item instead of the stock, and then they all sell it high. Kind of like GameStop, you know, low-key. It's pretty funny. But they've done it forever on there. It's nothing new. Sean, like, literally StockedUp came from RuneScape and GTA 5. Like, I'm not kidding. Without those games and the way that they have trading and stocks and shit on there, there would not be StockedUp, probably. You're right. Jason said you said tendies. I haven't heard that in a while. All right, GameStop. You're still just sitting here on this damn support. Come on. Oh, man, Sean. For real, the butterfly effect. I didn't even think of that. That's so true. Yeah, Soup. Counter-Strike is another one as well. But keep in mind, RuneScape had been doing it for a long time before Counter-Strike, but 100% Soup, that's another example right there. I bet a lot of people are into trading because of Counter-Strike. I could see that, Soup. I will say trading the skins on there are a little bit weird. It gets a little weird, but... GME bookmap baller said... 35, yeah, looking at the book map, there's really nothing right here where the stock is. Maybe we can see it test 35, but we need to see a lot of volume hit in the moment, really, is what we need. ROS said Counter-Strike came out before RuneScape. Yeah, the original one might have. I actually don't know the original Counter-Strike's release date, but you couldn't trade skins on there until like 2000 and what, 14 or 15 or something. I don't know, something like that, you know. When did Counter-Strike release? You know what? RuneScape is actually older than Counter-Strike, just so you know. RuneScape came out in 1998, so it actually is older than Counter-Strike. It says Counter-Strike came out in November 1st, 2000. So actually, that was fake news, ROS. You liar. I'm just fucking with you. Oh, yeah, CSGO 2012. I'm talking about the original Counter-Strike back in 2000. CSGO was older. Yeah, because RuneScape came out in 1998, which is nuts. I still can't believe that that game still has over 100,000 people playing it right now, and it came out in 1998. No other game can say that. None. Boeing. Doing nothing today. I'll tell you what, besides GameStop, there's not really too many other interesting moves out there, in my opinion. Like, look at this. The top of my watch list is very lackluster today. Like, extremely lackluster. JPM's not too bad. Sitting around 200 bucks right now. The banks are having decent runs. Nah, I love you, Ross. That's funny. You know, I used to... One game that really got me into gaming was the original Counter-Strike Source on the computer back in like 2008. I used to play it or something like that before CSGO came out. And then I used to play Dave Defeat Source a lot too. Speaking of that, how's EA today? Electronic Arts. Somebody said they were up earlier. Looks like they're starting to pull back down a little bit here. Palantir, not bad. I was one of those kids, like, whenever I was, like, 10 years old, I was just on the laptop, like, 24/7, you know? I used to like doing weird shit on there, like jailbreak stuff and crude oil and natural gas moving a lot, really. CL, let's see it. Nice, coming back here. Let's see the daily on crude, because it had been selling off pretty good, and that's a pretty decent recovery the past couple days. I didn't even notice that it recovered up that much. I hadn't checked it. Ooh, Sean played a lot of the original Medal of Honor in 1999. That's an interesting one. Medal of Honor used to be goated back in the day, Sean. I actually think that the original Medal of Honors are better than the original Call of Duties. Personally. Do you guys ever remember going to like Blockbuster or like Family Video to like rent Medal of Honor for like a couple days? I remember doing that stuff. GameStop touch support, Demir said. Got right on 35, huh? Yeah, pretty close. Or 34, I mean. It broke through 35, got really close to 34. Thoughts on MBLY? Let me check it out, Steven. Just checking GameStop on the book map real fast. Mobileye, 8.2%. Damn. Thing exploded yesterday, too. What a runner. Hey, Ross. I'm actually glad you asked. You said, Tom, do you like to fish? That's actually funny. I'm actually... After the stream today, I'm going to be heading to the Lake of the Ozarks, and my sister has a real nice place down there, and they actually just got a boat. I think we talked about that the other day, actually, but I'm going to go down there and fish a little bit this weekend, and that's going to be a fun time. If I catch anything, I'll take some pictures for you guys, but I doubt that I will. I never catch shit at the Ozarks. I suck at the Ozarks, man, but I have to fish off a dock, so I don't... have a lot of wiggle room, I guess, but I might even try something weird this time and go after like a catfish or something. But yeah, I do like to fish quite a bit. I've got a few poles, and I was actually at Bass Pro yesterday loading up on lures and shit for the weekend. I can't believe the prices of fishing shit now, guys. Like, oh my god, like if you go buy like a little bit of lures and some plastic worms, you're spending damn near $100-200 on that shit. For just a few of them. Ever gone noodling? No. Seren said, any thoughts on how the live stream will affect GameStop? Personally, I think that the live stream will actually bring some volatility in. And I think that there could actually be a move up during that stream. Obviously, you know, I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know if it's going to happen for real or not, but it's, if I had to make a guess, based on how this morning has been, I would bet that as that happens, we'll see some more volatility come in. Gone noodling. I'll tell you what, I should go noodling. That would be pretty funny. I've never done that, but I'm not I don't know. I'm kind of a wimp, man. I don't think I could stick my hand in a hole like that. With my luck, there'll be a fucking alligator snapping turtle in there and he'll bite my hand off. Or my fingers. You're probably better off foraging for worms. Like Hank Hill. What? Did he do that in one of those? That's funny. Did GameStop halt again? Oh, it did. What the fuck? Spy actually breaking out a little bit. Not bad. CM said, my boy from Mississippi used to go noodling. I can't do it. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Noodling. I've seen some pretty crazy catches on that stuff, though. You know, I used to like watching this guy on there, on the, I think he was actually on, like, Discovery Channel or something. His name was the Turtle Man. That guy was so funny. It was like the biggest redneck you could ever imagine. And he would go into ponds and try to catch alligator snapping turtles with his hands. It was nuts. And he would do noodling and stuff too for fun sometimes, but he gave a speech to Bobby on why people fish. You're making me want to play those Hank Trill songs again. Which I'm not going to do, of course. Steven said, how will Nvidia stock split impact options? Do they just give you 10 contracts for every contract? No, Steven. The way that that'll work is essentially, I believe your strikes are just going to switch. So, like, let's say you're trading like the, let's say you're doing the 300 strike. Now you're going to be doing the 30 strike. You know, for example, I think that's how it's going to go, Steven. Switch over to AMC. Let's go check out some of those runners from yesterday, like Square, PayPal, Zoom. Looks like they're slowing up a little bit today, huh? That kind of sucks. Yeah, PayPal slowing up. Trying to come back, though, towards resistance, but overall pretty slow. Man, you'd think Friday would be a sell-off day, but it looks pretty bullish to me right now. Demir said, on the SPY? It still could be a pretty good sell-off day. Ross said key levels on CL. Do you mean crude oil or do you mean, what is it, Cleveland or? Oh, Colgate. Do you mean crude oil or Colgate? Let me know. I hope you mean crude oil, but... Yeah, Demir means the overall market. I see. Let's see DIA today. Yeah, the Dow's not bad. I see what you're saying. Gotcha, Ross. Yeah, Colgate has the same symbol, so it gets a little weird. But yeah, crude oil is pretty big. As it starts to rise, there's a big resistance here, right around 76 to, honestly, to 77. Anywhere between there is pretty big resistance. Past there, I like 80, and then 82. And I even have had resistance at 84 in the past quite a bit, but crude's pretty choppy. You can see that there's like a... It never really just picks a direction and just like runs straight up, right? Like there's always like little pullbacks and chops mixed in along the way. Pretty volatile with oil. Roaring Kitty stream has 65K people waiting. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised there's not... You know, when it actually goes live, I'll be curious to see how many people tune in. Coinbase going nuts. Damn, it is. Coming back alive today. Bitcoin tried to pop off, but sitting right around resistance still. Yeah, today sucks for us. I was talking to Mike last night, and I was like, shit, the live stream in the morning is going to suck because everyone wants to watch Roaring Kitties now. Hasn't been bad, though. Hasn't been bad. I was surprised. Of course, Roaring Kitty starts in a couple hours, but still. Mando says I'm loyal to Tom. Let's go, Mando. Let's go, let's go. Support on GME still coming into play as we speak. Still chopping down around there. Ross. Oh, man. Will you still be live during his stream? No, I won't, Baller. I will not be during that time. If I was, I'd probably just go live and then, like, live stream his live. I don't know if that would be good to do or not, but... VRT back to the 87 level. VRT. Yeah, it's consolidating. It'd be nice to see a good breakdown here back under, like, I'd say like 86.90 would be good, but it looks pretty good to the downside right now. I like the way it's setting up. I didn't like that move it open, though. That was pretty whack. Yeah, a little consolidation right here. Yeah, Mando, this could be a pretty fun one, man. Starts to break down better. One of the Momo plays from last night. Let's check Rivian. That was like my favorite setup of the day, but it literally barely broke out and came back. Did a bit of a fake. I don't want to see a fake out like that. Hell no. If we look at a 30-minute chart for coin, there's key points filling at the 264 mark. Really? Yeah, it would be nice to get up there and fill it. Let me go out to the hourly chart. If you zoom way out, there's a big resistance here around 264, actually. It's pretty big. It's been looking pretty fire on the way up, though. I would honestly not be surprised at all to see it run back through. How you guys liking the surge lately with more plays coming out? You guys like that? Put a lot of work into getting that hat to happen. If you do enjoy it, go give Mike, a shout out in the chat, because been working his ass off to get that done. I look at the charts like that and have double top. They usually pull back. Yeah, they do quite a bit, Demir. They do quite a bit. There's even like some short-term double tops possibly going on. Randy says I like less plays. Oh, wow. Well, hey, that's fair. I had a hard time diversifying my stocks too, Randy. Xbox said, I know I like that there are more plays. Mike is awesome. More plays, more opportunities. More money, more problems. I'm going back to sleep. I'll watch the chaos later on in review. Made some dough and I'm out. Hey, nice, Tangy. That's probably the smart way to go today. More people out there should probably take after Tangy on this one. Yeah, what's going on with these weed stocks here? A lot of volume just hit on CGC. What about Tilray? It almost looks like a chart of GameStop when you look at CGC on the chart. Speaking of GME, how long is it going to consolidate? All the way till the stream later? Like, what? It probably will. I might just follow suit, Demir said I'm too tired to trade. Yeah, hey, don't trade if you truly are tired, Demir. That could actually fuck you up a little bit. You know, I know it might not seem like it, but it changes your mindset. You might make a weird decision because of that. Someone accidentally ordered 1,000 bags of edibles from him last night. Damn, someone's gonna be messed up today, Mando, that's for sure. Nice, Xbox slept in. Nice, Xbox. You said working on a project. Man, I can't remember. Is that the project you were talking about yesterday, too? Come on, GME, let's go. That's pretty bullshit right there. Made sure to go to bed early so I didn't miss GME going up to 65 at open. That's actually really smart, Soup. I bet a lot of people woke up early today to see GameStop and, well, I hate to say it, but I bet a lot of them woke up and were pissed to see it fall. Imagine waking up to that and then getting pissed watching it fall, and then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to sleep. And then you can't sleep because all you're thinking about is GameStop. You're like, oh. I have a workbench for a table saw and a miter saw where the middle of the tools go will be like a flip card. Hey, that's cool, Xbox. Send some pictures if you get it done or when you get it done. That was CLPZ today. That's funny. Yeah, I probably just described a lot of people's mornings. That's funny. CLPZ. Instead of the case of the Mondays, I have a case of the Fridays. Look at SPY roaring back, though, guys. Man, we're at new all-time highs here on the SPY. Wow. If it just runs up like just a little bit more, it'll make a brand new one here. It actually did make a new one by like a cent, I believe, but... Come on, SPY. This is weird. What a weird move today. Yeah, it could end up double topping, Demir. These wicks in pre-market usually end up being pretty important. I definitely... Some people don't like to look at these, but I actually find that they do very well at identifying resistances and stuff. Like you can see right here, even the SPY is reacting off it a little bit. Yeah, it did, Jason, by like a cent. Technically, I think. Nice, Xbox. Switch over to Boeing again. All right, SM bot. It's time. It's time for the bot. And you know it's a weird day if the bot's calling out Nike. That's funny. Nike calls all over the bot, though. 1.65% going nuts here. We also have some of the oil stocks with calls like Oxy and Zom on there. Disney calls, no way. Hell yeah, Disney. Coming back alive a little bit at 102. They're right around that $100 level. Maybe that'll be a nice support. Right back at 100. $20K waiting for the stream now. It must be falling off a little bit. thought it was 65K earlier. I bet it'll be at least that when the market opens. The stream? Yeah, I'm definitely not investing 20K in there, Demure. That's funny. Oh, wow. CLPZ says 67K on his phone. Nice. Yeah, YouTube gets those numbers wrong sometimes. Even on our streams, sometimes they mess it up. Nice, QQQ coming back. Man, silver's still down a lot. What about gold? Yep, same thing. Beautiful QQQ. Very nice run up. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to call the stream here. You know, GameStop's not doing anything. Everybody's interested in the cat out there. We got the market kind of going crazy. Back to the upside here. How's Microsoft and Google and the rest? Yeah, it is a bit of a weird day. I'm not a fan of the price action personally. Although, I will say Microsoft and Google and SPY are actually starting to heat up a bit. And those are looking pretty decent, but everything else is kind of whack here. Tesla is actually not too bad today either. If they could end up breaking out above like 179.50 and get above like 180, we might see a good breakout happening. Not bad, not bad. Nvidia too. With the market trying to run, Nvidia could try to take another stab. But yeah, have a great one, guys. I'm going to be traveling to the lake later today, so that'll be fun. Ha. Thanks for the stream. No problem, Soup. Appreciate you guys, of course, and the lurkers out there. Thanks for hitting the likes and joining up on the streams all week long. It's been a fun week overall, especially with GameStop. It's added a whole bunch of volatility, I'd say, into some of these smaller companies, and it's made it really fun to be here. So let's go, guys. Let's have a great rest of the Friday. Of course, be careful with these stocks. Don't over leverage. I know it's real easy to do it. You see a lot of big numbers being thrown out there. This dude's making $1 billion on these, so you know, I get it. Just be very, very careful. You know, I know everybody says that they want to do this to get back at the hedge funds. Realize that there's funds going both ways on this thing. You know, it's nuts. So, all right, guys. See you later. Have a great weekend. Let's go.